On the day of the dead, altars invite our dearly departed to live again.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Hey, what's up everyone? My name's AJ Wrights Crypto and I am here in Las Vegas with no other than Sonny Liu, the founder of VeChain. Sonny, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Actually, we had quite interesting fight last night, right?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Amazing.
We're here with our reusable coffee cups. We did our MugShot. We got our better points this morning. Extra points in a cafe.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, if you want to drink coffee and earn rewards, make sure you check out MugShot from Vebetter DAO. Link below in the description. But before we get into Vebetter DAO, let's talk about UFC 306. $20 million production at the Sphere. Dana White might win a Grammy for what happened last night. Tell me about your experience at UFC 306.
Well, I would say it's extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's like nothing else could describe that kind of experience.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination between like sports, fighting spirits, and also the high tech.
Yeah.
Right? And the whole experience just, I mean, I never see this kind of thing in my life.
Yes.
So it's perfect.
It's certainly a sight to behold, and all the the videos in between the fight, you feel like I almost forgot I was on Earth last night for like 20 seconds. It was
right. You
insane.
feel like your seats are moving, right?
Yeah.
Into the images, into the videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really great.
And if you want to see some extra footage from the fights, make sure you stick around to the very end of the video after the interview. So at the fights, right before the main card, there was a brand new commercial.
Oh yeah.
And there's a very familiar sounding voice in the commercial, and brand new, all about VeBetterDAO. Tell me about the commercial, and with the UFC now on the octagon, it doesn't say VeChain, it says VeBetterDAO. Tell me about that.
Well, actually, let's say firstly for UFC partnership, it never just be only for visibility.
Yeah.
Actually, from the beginning, don't get me wrong, it's a great visibility platform.
Yes.
And also the UFC keep innovating with that kind of Sphere experience, with that kind of the tech, contents and fights, sports, like perfect merging. It's just perfect. They keep iterating, right?
Yeah.
But more than that, UFC also very interested in like sustainability rollouts.
Yeah.
They believe in the power of the normal people.
Yeah.
And they, everybody loves underdog story.
Yeah.
Like normal people can do something extraordinary.
Yeah.
Actually, last night, the most impressive fight, it was the main card.
Yep.
Sean O'Malley against Merab.
Yep.
Right? And Merab was a challenger, and he won.
He was older.
Yeah, he's older, and also it feels like quite normal, not like Sean.
He's not like a superstar, like Sugar. Yeah.
But eventually he won, using the right strategy, using the right techniques, and also I really just love his last speech.
Yep.
Even it's a little bit like, I would say chaotic a bit, right?
Sure.
Because he's too exciting, but he just keeps shouting like, I'm just normal guy.
Yep.
I'm just normal guy.
Yep.
I really like that, because that's what we need.
Yeah.
We don't just need like our Nobel Prize winner, Constantine, to create something amazing to save the world, or Elon Musk flies us to the moons.
Yeah.
We need a normal guys.
Yep.
Right? And a normal guy with a right platform, with the right training, right persistence, and you can sit at top of the world.
Yep.
You can make significant changes.
For sure.
Honestly, I think the last fight, what really got me, is just so inspirational.
Yeah.
It's just so inspirational. A normal guy can change the world.
Yep.
That's exactly what we're trying to do with VeBetter.
Yep.
So in terms of the collaboration, like I said, we're not only just satisfied with the sponsorship or
Yeah.
visibility.
Yeah.
Even it's great, but actually UFC very into the sustainability global rollouts. And you know the funny thing is I just recently understand or discovered UFC has a UFC Foundation,
Yep.
which is a non-profit organization, and their hashtag is called UFC in the community.
Okay.
So more than other than just like spending the money or donating some money, allocating some budget in some charity stuff or help the kids in Africa, something like that.
Sure.
They actually want to motivate, incentivize, inspire the UFC fans to do something good, do something better together.
Right.
With the UFC together.
Right.
And that's just perfectly described the scenario
Yep.
of VeBetter.
Yeah.
Right. So we start to, let's say, this last night just the first kickoff for the new journey.
Right.
And UFC agrees they wanted to not only from themselves but also their partners. Like for example, like we're in touch with the Four Ocean Project, which Dana White shouts about that.
Yeah.
A few months ago in the Instagram. So we are exploring the partnerships outreach to two new angles. One is UFC partners, the other partners.
Yep.
So how are we going to work together for sustainability rollouts? The other is actually to all of the UFC fans.
Yeah.
How to bring them to be the user of VeBetter,
Yep.
along with all of the other X2N applications.
Yeah.
So in the end, we're talking about the 200 million followers of the UFC.
Right.
And I really like the UFC fans. They're young.
Yep.
They're passionate.
Perfect demographic.
Exactly.
Yep.
And they're coming from everywhere in the world,
Yep.
right? And despite the age, culture, and languages, they all believe one thing. I believe, is we're gonna do something good.
Yep.
And we're not gonna follow some big celebrities or big heroes. They could be a good reference, but I believe in myself. A normal guy can really make change.
Yep.
And starting from the daily life, daily actions, and that's exactly perfect user profile for VeBetterDAO.
Perfect.
So that's what we're doing today.
Yeah, and see what I really love about, I think the VeChain partnership with UFC, I literally just tweeted this the other day, I think it's one of the most underrated partnerships in all of crypto. When you really think about, really like when you think about the average pay-per-view buy from the UFC has anywhere from 300,000 to 2 million people.
Yeah.
And there's over 40 events every year. Think
Yeah.
about how many millions of people
Oh, yeah.
are seeing
Billions
the brand
views.
recognition of VeChain, of VeBetterDAO. I don't see, especially when you kind of work in, like, we're fighting to make the world a better place.
Right.
And everyone at every fight's going to see that ad. They're going to see VeBetter.com.
Yeah.
And, I did, like, I don't want people to say, like, oh, it doesn't say VeChain anymore. Why does it say VeBetter? Well, I think the answer to that is that it's only going to help VeChain when VeBetter succeeds.
Yeah, well, in the collaboration with UFC, firstly, I really appreciate the UFC support about this initiative. Even in terms of visibility, we're upgrading, right? So starting from VeChain to VeBetterDAO. Why? Because it's just more direct. It's more product driven. I think that's gonna be let's say we're in the previous conversations, we keep saying like this year could be the pivotal moment for the entire crypto space.
Sure.
Why? I believe people are really caring about the utility, the value, which translate to be product driven in the future as a new black or new trendy topic, whatever, right?
Sure.
And why we want to put VeBetterDAO instead of VeChain is just like drive people directly to the website, to the platform, to the product.
Exactly.
And then, sure, we're gonna do iterations for the VeBetterDAO, make it more attractive, make it more product-oriented, action-oriented. But starting from UFC visibility, then people can start directly go to the VeBetterDAO. You don't need to I gotta search what is a VeChain, what VeChain do, and just go directly to VeBetterDAO. Then they can see that's for sustainability, that's for everyone's action, or I can do right away this and that, and along with some other roadmaps. Actually, I also appreciate one of your work is creating the video footage to tell people how to do MugShot, how to drink coffee, earning the crypto.
And if you want to watch the MugShot video, if you want to drink coffee and earn rewards, earn free crypto for drinking coffee, click the link down below in the description. We just got our better coins today.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, I love that.
So yeah, those type of things, like I would say, it's more effective. It's more product driven, action driven, and I think it's just better.
Yep.
And also along with this type of the change, we also want to do more changes in the future.
Yeah.
To not only promoting the VeBetter.com, but also all of the other external applications will get a chance in the different assets of the UFC to have a global visibility. Like you said, there are billions of views every year. Think about that. Any kind of new startup or new D app has that type of luxury to do that kind of global outreach.
For sure.
So think about, MugShot, Cleanify, Green Ambassador, Vio, Campaneer, Oli, those type of applications, you can be in that kind of global visibility platform to attract a user to go directly to your application and do something right away.
And what I like about it is that it's not just like, check out this crypto. It's like, help us change the world. Like, don't you want to save water? Don't you want to not put as much CO2 into the atmosphere and save plastic? Like, but anybody can go to VeBetterDAO.com and not they don't need to fully understand crypto. They don't need to be an expert to make a difference.
The good thing is, for example, right now, the MugShot and Cleanify, they start to offer a social log on.
Okay.
So that means you can use your Google account, the Twitter account, log on those websites. You don't need to care about the wallet or not.
Right.
So that means, it's not gonna only to the crypto user, but to everyone. Actually, one of my missions is try to convince my mom to use a MugShot. Because my mom traveled to Italy to see me, and she grows a new habit to have a cappuccino every morning.
Right.
So I told her, okay, you can use that and earn some free cryptos.
Yeah.
She started to love that.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, everybody, if you want to check out VeBetterDAO, make sure you click all the links down below. There are so many things that you can do to earn better tokens. You can clean up your neighborhood. You could not use a plastic coffee cup, drive an electric car. Make sure you check out all the dApps on VeBetterDAO. So Sonny, before I let you go, I do want to point out to the audience, I don't think they totally understand how much you travel. How much you're connecting the dots with the partners and all around the world. Like, I think also, first of all, VeBetterDAO, in my opinion, was a super calculated approach to get into the sustainability market due to the partnership with the Boston Consulting Group. And the thing is, today, you're flying to New York to talk to the suits.
Oh yeah.
And I know there's some things we might not be able to talk about just yet, but I want to kind of peek behind the alpha curtain a little bit and give the audience some insight about the conversations you're about to have in New York.
Well, firstly, in terms of the travel, I do travel a lot. I do actually appreciate the support from my family. My mom, my daughter, they understand that. Even, I feel guilty. Only see my daughter once, 2 months, sometimes 3 months, maybe. But I do have a quite, crazy travel schedule. For example,
someone got to save the world.
It's like, because, sustainability is quite, like I said, it's a decentralized challenge at a global scale and requires a decentralized solution, which is Web3, right? And so how are we going to get more people, more partners to understand what VeBetter is really doing and want to join that? Well, you gotta, keep traveling, meeting people. You don't want to miss any kind of opportunity. For example, like you mentioned, next week will be the Climb Week in New York. And along with our partner BCG, we actually sign up many different sessions. Almost like every session is crazy schedule for that week. Actually, we're gonna meet with the top executives. We're gonna meet with the UNDP, for environmental change. We're gonna meet with the top venture capitals, asset managers, including all of those big names, from the Bitcoin ETF. Actually, everybody is thinking about either they're already doing that, like creating the digital assets department, or they're thinking about creating the digital assets department, because they based on the first engagement, they all believe similar things. they believe, sustainability is inclusive adoption, should be inclusive adoption. It's everyone's job, and it's a huge market, right? Like I shared,
Massive.
$26 trillion by 2030 as a sustainability GDP.
Yeah, and not to mention the projection for RWAs.
Oh, it's a 16 trillion.
16 trillion. And actually, if you read the study on Boston Consultant Group, that's a shy projection.
Oh yeah,
that's conservative.
Quite a conservative.
And
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say about VeChain is that it's not just we do this one thing.
No.
You're going into this vertical, you're going into this vertical, and you're doing both of them well.
Yeah.
Like, and if you get a piece of each market share,
Yeah.
how does it fail? It's going to be insane.
Because let's say sustainability narrative is quite a complex, and it requires everyone's effort. It's not just like, okay, this enterprise, that government, even the United Nations. No, it actually requires everyone and every enterprise. So basically, from what I understand, every corporation, whatever big or small, they have dedicated ESG budget. And my mission is to convert those ESG budget, along with some marketing budget, to be the value support or the utility support of the Better token and the VeBetter ecosystem, and eventually conduct the sustainability value to VeChain as a layer 1 blockchain platform, right? So the mission, we want to support a 1 billion user. I don't think it's a quite an ambitious number, because let's say we have 8 billion people around the world, just 15% of people are doing the sustainability things. I think it's quite conservative, or should be as a starting point. Right?
Not to mention if you're incentivized to make this difference.
Oh yeah,
big time. I don't.
And so that's why, for New York, meeting with, like you said, meeting with suits, they're gonna be differently.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna stick with my T-shirt. I really like that. UFC VeBetter.com. Right?
I love it.
We try to, let's say, bring the support, bring the expertise. Eventually, we're talking about 2 pillars of the VeBetter.com. One is normal user engagement, like normal people doing better actions or making better choice on every day, right? That's one pillar.
Right.
Another pillar is about tokenized sustainability assets.
Sure.
So users are doing the action every day, actually is tokenized assets. Then those financial, let's say institutional finance players, they're coming to that and find out the monetization model for those type of the data, and which means those type of activities coming from the daily actions.
Right.
Because the collective value, it's just impressive, and everybody understand the logic.
Yeah.
Everybody understand the logic.
For sure.
The example for paper cups, if we don't use paper cup and we're saving 16 billion paper cup every year, which means we're saving 6.5 million trees every year. So
6.5 million trees.
Yeah, so even the Wall Street suits, they understand, 6.5 million trees, that's a concrete value.
That's empirical data.
Yeah, so let's try to, monetize that and figure out a way and how to do that. And honestly, I think that's the angle, like Wall Street people coming to the crypto space, starting from the Bitcoin ETF, that's great. But after that, what are they going to do?
Well,
what they're looking for.
The door is open, especially, Bitcoin, and then Ethereum ETF, and now, Grayscale with an XRP trust and a SWI trust. A lot of people slept on the fact that SWI got one too. The door is just starting to open for that institutional adoption. This is the very beginning for Wall Street into crypto, and the very beginning for VeBetter DAO changing the world. So, Sonny, I do want to thank you so much for your time. Before I let you go, I do want to say there's these bags that have been hiding behind us here. If you click the link down below in the description, we are doing a massive merch giveaway. If you click on the link below, go to the tweet, like and retweet the tweet, and maybe you could get yourselves one of these awesome, and there's a lot of stuff in this bag. So make sure you check out the
new T-shirt, like a VeBetter.com with a UFC. Brand new.
There you go. Well, everybody, my name's AJ Writes Crypto. Make sure you let me know what you thought about the interview down below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, all that. Sonny, thank you so much.
Cool.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.
today. I'm the best fighter in the UFC, okay? I prove!
Better actions. And we cannot be alone. We need more people to join us. I'm calling for actions. Swap your tokens. Vote for your favorite projects. Build your actual applications. We're going to succeed together to make the world a better place.